welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR. This bubble punching fool is the Sports Card Doctor, and I'm so happy that you are here with us today on the channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. Won't you please consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like, aka a thumbs up, a nice comment, a super thanks, or just tell your friends about what we do here. We are continuing a series that, I'll be honest, I thought might have been dead. And that, of course, is searching for Billy Ripken. That's right. This is our ongoing series in which I search for the 1989 Billy Ripken bleep face card. I don't mind saying the swear word. It's not offensive to me, but sometimes it's offensive to the YouTube algorithm. Oh, that algorithm. You know the drill. We're going to open up this pack of 1989 logo stickers and trading cards. 15 cards, 1 sticker in here. This was actually a recent birthday gift from my friend, comedian Mark Ellis. Check out Mark Ellis' stuff. He's not the former baseball player. He's a very funny comic friend of mine. He paid $12, cash money, price to go for this. I can already see on the inside what the sticker is. It's the New York Mets. Okay, so we have Flair limited edition sets, perhaps in here as well. What did I say? How many cards? 15 cards. 15 chances to pull out the Billy Ripken card. It's going to be good. All right. Today, for old time's sake, I think I'm going to put on some of the gloves. These are not medical examination gloves. They would not hold up to any strenuous or important testing to, make sure you're safe during a medical procedure. These are more art gloves, and I've always liked to point out that, I ran out of medical examination gloves, and this is all I could find at the 99-cent store. I am not above shopping at the 99-cent store, and none of you should be as well. But we'll put those on here in a second. Old school sports card doctrine. As always, if we find a card that has some value to us, we will put it in one of these penny sleeves, and then also maybe transfer it to a top loader. Though I ran out of top loaders, I need to get some more top loaders. We have a few sheets left here. Don't you worry. I recently ordered a 500 pack of penny sleeves. These were originally sent to us by our listener, Eric. Thank you for those. All right. So, I'm very excited to dive into this. I know the anticipation is building. We'll do a little bit of a crinkle. This is an ASMR channel after all. Put on the gloves and we'll see if we find our Billy Ripken. These Flair packs. Crinkle. Pretty good for this era. As I've said before, the 1989 Flair was kind of a prestige card for me. Wasn't able to get a lot of these packs growing up. They were a little harder to find, perhaps a little bit more expensive, and I was stuck buying 1989 Topps to 1989 Donruss, which I enjoy the Donruss line, and who doesn't love a good Topps card, but this is the height of the junk wax era, of course, and these kind of always came off as prestige to me, though 1989 was the year that Score was in its second year, after making quite a splash in 1988, and upper deck was around. So I think Flair needed the Billy Ripken card to raise its profile. All right. As always, if you enjoy those crinkles, check the link for crinkles and rips. Without further ado, I can't draw out the tension anymore. Let's see what we got. This 89 Flair has the gray with the white pinstripe. Looks like a good suit you'd wear to a mob meeting. I once had a suit similar to this, and I do think I walked into the suit store and said, "Could you give me the 89 Flair?" And they said, "The 89 Flair?" Like Ric Flair? I said, "No, the 89 Flair. I'd like to walk into the room like a prestige baseball card." There we go. All right. Just for old time's sake, let's put on the gloves. Just in case. Need something to change my luck. It was my birthday recently. I did play the Powerball. Didn't win. So, back to the grind. Alright, let's see what we got. We got, first up, the Nye Mets are my favorite baseball squadron sticker. The New York Mets in the late 80s here. Prime. This is a good sticker. Prime sticker. Alright, first card. We got ourselves a Rex Hudler. Quite a character, that Rex. Good journeyman who kind of made good in the late 80s with the Expos. Some of the teams, but that, as we know, is definitely not Billy Ripken. Mario Diaz, who on more than one occasion, I think, was confused for Edgar Martinez in a lot of cards and price guides and conversations. Outside of the deep-seated internalized racism of that, I can also see it on a quick glance. This is maybe a bit of a doppelganger. Also, this, not Billy Ripken. Scott Grouts, great pitcher. Okay mustache. Hat's on a little crooked, which is fine. My hat is mostly crooked. Giants pitcher during a great run for San Francisco in the late 80s. 87 and 89 teams were pretty good. Not Billy Ripken. Steve Cersei, part of the New Wave Tigers of the early 90s, which is not saying much, unfortunately, for Steve Cersei or the Tigers. Also, not Billy Ripken. We got Tim Leary, who would eventually pitch for the Yankees and eventually sign a piece of paper for me at Angel Stadium in 1990, I believe it was. So, Tim Leary, not Billy Ripken. For a second, I thought that Oriole logo. Okay. Oswaldo Peraza, pitcher. I used to love watching baseball players warm up in these weird, like, trash bag outfits. Not so much anymore. And I used to love when managers would put their uniforms over them. What a time. Alright, not Billy Ripken. Bob Nepper, when he had a mustache. Kind of an unfortunate decision for Bob Nepper to have that mustache. And Flair is here to remind him permanently. Every once in a while, we all make a facial hair mistake, and it's okay. Not Billy Ripken. Well, that's a pretty good little card right there. Look at this. This isn't Billy Ripken, but we do have ourselves a Jose Canseco 1989 Flair. One of my favorite Canseco cards. I think the green plays well against the gray and white. Good photo, nice contrast. The green popping against the gray, the A's there. Not Billy Ripken, but this is a good pull. We're going to put this card aside here in a second. Jeff Pico, not as good. This is not as good as the Jose Canseco. So, apologize to Jeff Pico for comparing you to one of the greatest players of an 18th month span of baseball's history. All right. Oh, I like this card. Roberto Kelly, not Billy Ripken, but that's okay. As a lifelong Yankee fan, I enjoyed Roberto Kelly. I thought he was going to be our future, a center of the team, and then we traded him for Paul O'Neill, and that ended up being the right move. But I loved Roberto Kelly during this point in time. Ricky Jordan. If I was opening this pack in 1989, I got to tell you, this would be a card you'd want. Ricky Jordan was going to be the next big thing in Philly. Even bigger. Go with me here. Even bigger than Vaughn Hayes. Okay. Not Billy Ripken, though. Okay. Cards stuck together. Let's careful, careful, careful. O to B, McDowell. O to B, McDowell. Good player. Good defender. I liked him. He and Ruben Sierra. Gary Pettis made a good outfield. Not Billy Ripken. Oh, well, this here, we got Tom Glavine with braces. I don't know if those are braces for real, but it looks like this is great. This is a 1989 Flair. Second year card, because he came up in 87, so there'd be a lot of 88 cards for him. We have this 88 Flair in our collection. That's a great card. We're going to set that aside, though. Oh, 2 cards left. And we do have the triple A's. I think these are all the Rookie of the Years. They had one, let's see, 86, 87, 88 Rookie of the Year, right? And then Walt Weiss would win in 1989. The A's had 4 straight years of Rookie of the Years. And then everyone thought Lance Blankenship or Felix Jose would continue that, but they did not. That's a nice card. I like it. That's cool. We'll keep that. Superstar special. All right, final card. Final card. I do not know myself if this is Billy Ripken. Our search for Billy Ripken will continue because we got Danny Cox right here. St. Louis Cardinal pitcher. Not a bad player during this era. I hate to be disappointed, but there you have it. All right. Unfortunately, the search for Billy Ripken will continue. But let's catalog, put some of these cards away. We didn't pull the Ripken, so I don't need those anymore. Okay. All right, let's go through this pack one more time here. Just to be sure that we haven't missed a card, that the cards aren't sticking together. Let's look here. This card's a little faded. All right. No Billy Ripken. Okay. That's fair. Sad to see. All right. Let us as carefully as I can, put in this Jose Canseco. Do I think it has a lot of value? I really don't think so. A little bit too much excess room here on the sheet. But I do think we might put him in our binder. Here's our Tom Glavine. Let's do this here. Very loose, very loose. So let's set that aside. Okay. You know what? about a little bit of a change of plan? On the fly. On the fly. How about this? How about this? Let me carefully do this. There might be some noises. There we go. Oh, careful, careful. Okay, you know what? How about this? How about this? How about some bonus page flipping? Let me just move this mic aside so that we don't clunk into it. Let's put these cards. Why are we waiting? I know where these cards are going to go. I know where they're going to go. Let's put it in here. Some bonus album work here. Okay. All right. There we go. Just that. Let me slide this out a little bit for you. Okay. There you go. There we go. There's our Tommy Glavins and our Smoltzes and our Averys. So we're going to move this Avery. We're going to set those aside. We'll put those here. I also think what we're going to do is we're going to move. We might have our own Glavin page eventually. There we go. And our 90 flare. I have an 88 flare Glavin as well somewhere. So you know what? You know what? Let's just anticipate this. Okay, well now these ones here. Okay, let's do this. Absolutely, let's do this. And then the 90, let's move it on down. We have some more smolts. Eventually, like I said, we'll have our own page. Okay, carefully pull this one out. And we'll put that one right there. There we go. Look at that, Tom Glavin. Taking you back to the early 90s and late 80s. Okay, now we got this Jose Canseco here. Let's keep going here. Got a blank page waiting for a weird Atlanta Brave collection section. I don't have this binder, this album going for value's sake, like collector's sake. I'm not going to get these cards graded. This is just rebuilding memories, thanks to what we got here with Sports Card ASMR. So glad I have this Roberto Kelly. You know what? For right now, oh, I gotta put my Averys back in, don't I? Might as well, you know what I mean? We'll just put him here. I'm going to move this Gwen eventually. All right. Steve Avery. Completing the Atlanta Rotation of the Future collection. All right, here. Avery unfortunately did not meet the high expectations put upon him. Card's got a ding right there, so definitely not going to get that one graded. I might get some cards graded soon. And we might do some ASMR grading videos. We'll see. I enjoy the videos that our friend over at Sports Card Edge does, where he gets the SGCs and sees what he gets. I enjoy those ones. So we might do those here. Our growing Will Nuschler Clark section. Tribute to Ricky. Our Canseco family collection, because yes, we do have an Aussie Canseco there. All right, let's just put this one here. No fussing about. there we go. We did it. We didn't find Billy Ripken, but we got some bonus triggers. And we did a little bit of album organization, and more of that to come. And I think the last thing to do is to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. And we'll see you next time here on Sports Card ASMR. Sticker doesn't want on stick.